Oh, God, that's a lot. God, this video gives me anxiety. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I really hope you'll find this video interesting. A lot of you guys actually voted to see this. I got lots of comments. Thought I'd just show you guys of you guys asking for this video. So today we're gonna do my debt. How much money, how much debt am I in? So when I actually first sat down to, I have all my stuff here. When I actually first sat down to film this video, or I was putting out all my debts on a piece of paper, my total was, I'm gonna give you the was and then what I'm at now. That's what I'm gonna do. It was actually $79,011.32. Oh, God, that's a lot. So that is my debt total when I actually sat down to write this. It has been a good month or two, 2.5 months, maybe 1.5 months since I've written this. So that's actually pretty good, the total that I am at now in just 2 months. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. God, this video gives me anxiety. So let's go through my debt. Can you guess what my biggest debt is? Pretty sure everyone can, because it's every millennial has the same thing. My biggest debt is for school. I went to school to be, I went to school for fashion and marketing. Originally, I was thinking that I was gonna go into the buyer's program with TJ Maxx and become a buyer for the company. That's where I was for my job before I became a contractor and a business owner. Now I make way more money than I did as that, and I'm glad that that road has ended, but I was really foreseeing my life doing that for the rest of my life, and it came to a point where I wasn't happy. That's what I went to school for, and it no longer really interests me. My debt for school is, with interest, $56,147.03. With interest, my interest amount was already added into it, so the interest alone was added onto it was $3,636.66. So that is the interest that has been incurred since I have been out of school. Not that much. That's a lot. That's a lot. You know, you become desensitized to debt when you say, that's not that much. It is. I want to do the whole Dave Ramsey thing where I want to be not normal and not have debt, but I really do think I'm going to hold some type of debt in my life if I pay all of this off. My loans are not the most important that I want to pay off, but I am going to attack it aggressively. Some of them are $5,000 a loan, others are $2,000, others are $3,000. So I feel like I want to, you know, head on with them, and then I'll go through how I'm going to be paying them off. Like, what is my type of debt payment that I want to do? Is it the Avalanche or is it the Snowball? Next up is my credit card, and I'm going through them for my original amount, which was the $79,000. So when I wrote this out, it was $5,616.62. On my credit card, I probably put a business expense up there when I first started, maybe some shopping, maybe some car stuff, and I've had this balance for a very long time. So when you pay the minimum payments, it's not worth it. Like, don't just do minimum payments when you start doing this. You want to pay it all off. That is the perfect reality of things. But if you're not, don't just do the minimum payments, because you're just paying for interest. And then you'll pay for interest, and then your minimum payment doesn't cover that whole interest. So you're just going to be running in place, not going anywhere. You're just being pushed back farther. So I've had that balance for, well, I haven't had this balance. It used to be $7,000. It used to be, before I wrote this down, and I got it down with minimum payments and like extra payments here and there, but it wasn't smart. I probably even put a travel thing up there before too. Like, I put traveling on that card as well. Not smart at all. Don't do that. Don't be like me. The last debt I have is my car, $15,795.45. So I actually just recently got a new car for my birthday last year, 2019, and I got it so that I could run my business out of it. So I needed a bigger car for my vending machine. I should have got a truck, but I like my blue car. I love it, gets me places. I make so much money because I have it. I have a means of transportation where I live. So I do consider it an asset because it's making me money basically. And it's part of my net worth. If you don't know, your car does make up your net worth. It's a depreciating asset, in my opinion. And in bankers' opinions too, if you look it up. But it's $15,000 and it started at $18,000, I think, so $3,000 of it is already kissed goodbye, but I paid $3,000 off on it. When I was doing my accounts for this, I did pay off some other ones. So I had another credit card for $344.85, and then I owed my school an additional $1,107.37 because I took a class. I wasn't taking enough classes to get financial aid for it, so I actually had to pay it out of pocket. Let's go through the interest rates on these. So my credit card has an interest rate of 11.99%, and it used to be 18%. And I called and got them to lower that. And I want them to lower it more, but I have to wait like a period of a year or something to get that lowered. My car is 4% interest rate, I believe. Nope, it is a 5.29% interest rate on that. My student loans have different interest rates. The highest right now is about a 5%, like a 5.6%. And then my other card that was $344, my other credit card, it was at a whopping 18%. MODU one did not have any interest rate for it. So how do I want to pay this off? I'm going to start off with the Avalanche Method. So I'm going to hit the biggest percents first because, as you know, percentage rates, they will eat away your payments that you make. If you make minimum payments, you're going to be in the dumpster. So I want to do the biggest interest rates first, and then once those are all chipped away, I'm gonna start doing the snowball where I hit the lowest amount payment. Like, let's say my debt is $2,000 and that's the lowest one. I am going to chip away at that one and then keep going. So I'm not fully doing the snowball method like all these other gurus on YouTube tell you to do. I'm gonna do a mixture that's gonna work for me. So what have I paid already? Since making this list, I have already paid the 18% credit card, which was $344.85. I was making a minimum payment of like $20 for that, and that payment was not going anywhere. So I decided to just wipe it out. Whatever check that I got that was that much, I went straight for it. The next one that I wiped out was my ODU one, my $1,107.37. The reason why I wiped that one out is because I needed to get my diploma. They were not going to release my diploma to me unless I paid for that one. Even though it was at a 0% interest, there was some collateral, so I wanted to get that, so wiped it out. Next check that I got went completely to that. God, that's a lot of money. So my next one that I am chipping at is my credit card. My minimum payments that I have coming out of my account is $240. It usually says my minimum payment is like $12. I know, right? They make your minimum payment so small so that you never actually pay it off. They want to keep hitting you with interest. And I think my interest on it is about $55. My interest on this credit card is $55.02, and then there's an interest charge for cash advances of 17 cents. So I guess they charge me for that just in case I want cash advances, but I haven't ever taken out a cash advance on my credit card, but they just hit me with it. So my minimum payment, they said, for this month was $12.12, and they took an interest fee of $55. So you would never work that off. See what the minimum payments do for you? Don't do it. So let's go through the payments that I made. On October 19th, I did $500. On November 12th, I did $240. That one automatically comes out. And on November 16th, I did $394. Those were just like my last 3 payments. Also, December 1st, I did a $500 payment, and then I took my cash back rewards, which was $12.54, and I applied that to my credit card as well. So I went from $5,616.62, and now I am sitting at $4,487.46. So I paid off a good $1,100 off of that account. So I'm pretty happy. I think if I keep aggressively paying off every check that I get, I'm going to put in at least $500 into that account on top of my $240. So in all, I should be paying $740 as a minimum payment for my credit card so that I can get it paid off quicker. And then if I can do more, I'm going to. I want to get this paid off by February. I would have to aggressively paying if I do February. So let's do 6 months. Okay, if I do $740 for 6 months, for 6 months, then it will be completely paid off. Give or take like $80. So I might be putting a little bit more money into it just to like get it rolling a bit quicker. But I'm pretty happy with 6 months. What do you guys think? Is that good? Is that slow? Let me know what you think down below. After that, I will not be really aggressively paying off my car. My car is at 5.29%, and I have student loans that are going to be my next priority. So here are the percentages for some of my student loans. We have 4.66%, 4.29, 4.26, 4.45, and 5.05%. I'm going to be doing the 5% ones paying off the quickest. So that 5% loan is for $5,523, and then my next 5% is $7,523. After that, I am maybe gonna do a little aggressive for the 4% ones, but my car isn't really my biggest priority. I mean, I might put down below, what do you guys think about my car versus my student loans? But that's kind of where I'm stuck at. I'm going to be doing the Avalanche Method, which if you don't know, it is paying the highest interest rate first, so that you're not getting hit with all those payments. You'll save more money, I think, in the long run if you do the interest rate ones, because as you can see, if you watch any other videos, the interest rate is where it kills people. Then I will switch over to the snowball method once I get down to the loans that are in the same 4% rate. I hope that helps. I hope you guys enjoyed. So my total debt now, after paying off one credit card, one ODU account, and $1,100 off of my credit card, I am sitting at $76,210.85. Wow, I paid off a total of $2,800.47 within a month. I think I'm doing pretty well. I think I will eventually put more towards debt. I'll put more other than just $740 here, $1,000 there, because sometimes I get really aggressive and sometimes I'm not as aggressive. So put down your debt story. How much are you in debt now? I'm at $76,000, sitting pretty ugly. And let me know if you like my method. Let me know if there's a better method, or let me know if I should focus on my car payments, getting that down quicker, or focus on my student loans. So I hope you guys like the video. This is very much transparency. No, I don't have any business debt. No, I don't have any debt from my tiny home. I know that's probably what people are thinking, because I did just buy a tiny home. It's being built. Videos to come when, you know, we make a little bit more progress. But this is all my debt. Just 3 major debts. That's it. But they are super big. So follow me along on my debt journey. Let me know, do you want monthly updates on debt payments, or do you want like yearly, 6-month-ish? Let me know and we can go over it. Please subscribe. I love talking to you guys. Follow me on my financial journey of becoming a millionaire, a millennial millionaire by the age of who knows what. I'm 27 now. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.